So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Fielded at the 14. He's stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go right back to Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. He's going to throw this one. Throw came out right as the defense got to him.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 65 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Panthers football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they send their back in motion right. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Works his way to the 35. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. now is York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Free inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Breece Hall with the touchdown. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go!
Young on the play action. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gosh, this is Xavier Legette. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hand off here for Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Young on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Chased out to his right. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up. But not this time, as the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day. That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see a short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
They give on second to Hall. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Third down from the gun. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ryland now for the extra point. Near that right upright, but it sneaks in. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Moore with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Moore's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Stay 19. Cut 19. Cut 19 tight. 19 tight. Take go.
Play action now. Young. He throws a bullet to the center. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a
you-
Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids weren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Now he's York to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Finds his man Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Wilson's got it. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Finds his target, Hall. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so, the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Badgley able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. carried by Brooks to start the drive. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Moore going to motion over right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
70 range. 70. Ready.
Young to throw it. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now is York to kick this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now off play action. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Jets push their lead to 3. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Tony now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
19 Lions. Go!
Throwing off the play fake here. He's on the move. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Bingo!
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
play. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Hall there to haul it in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He'll get this one to Adams. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Badgley able to knock it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Tony now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready? Go!
To the air on 1st down. Young. He lofts it deep left. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
You're good on the point after. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 14. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
We just take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Moore with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Brooks heading left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Brooks on the give, headed right. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. On now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking for a throw here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Now Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Moore with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Young back to it after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. Yeah. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air, and you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
There, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. He brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Hall can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. On 2nd and 2. Intercepted in the end zone. Trevin Wallace has it. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 14. He stopped on the return at the 27. This our last play of the quarter. Getting right back to it after that interception. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter.
48, Jets, 34.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. Finds his target, Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. They'll throw it again. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a New York touchdown. Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Tony now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Set. Smash. Smash. Hey. Check that. Hut.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here we go. Panther 11.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 47. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Bronco leading. 19 Lions.
They've got a man in motion. He's back to throw. On the move, headed right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be Jets football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers take possession of the football.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Go!
They send him left out of the slot. Has room into the secondary. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Now we give to Brooks, coming left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
18, behind him. Come on, set. Stop low, 18. Cut.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on 1st down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Here's a loft deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He has the Carolina touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now is York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games.